Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a day in the market. I just thought that I would get on real quick and do a little recap video of what happened today, and then also my thought process that went on as the data came through. I feel like this might be a good video for all you guys who had a little bit of a rough time playing the trend today. Um, it's also a good recap for me as well to hop on here and discuss my thoughts and everything, so I can do better in later days in other trading days as well. But yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so oops, that is not the screen that I wanted. We want this one. Okay, so as you guys could see, we had extremely bullish flow for the entire day up until it got a little bit hairy. It was still bullish, but we did get some call spikes because of Verizon and AT&T calls that came in for their ex-dividend date. But we do ignore those. Remember those call spikes we don't really pay attention to. Regardless, though, we were super bullish for the entire day. Something that I do want to point out is what went wrong today, and then also the good things that went on today. So I can better myself as a trader, and also you guys can kind of learn and grow as you utilize this data in your trading. So one thing that I do really like from today is we did remain bullish. Call flow was pretty much in an uptrend for most of the day. We had some consolidation towards the middle of the day, but regardless, there were no puts being bought. In fact, puts did sell off quite a bit up until a little bit of close here. But yeah, we did stay below zero on net puts for the entire day, which is extremely good for directional bias on your trading. For the most part, when I do look at flow, I do like to see at least the green or red line, whether it be bullish or bearish. I like to see whatever direction it's going, one of those premium lines below that net premium zero. So yeah, today did pretty good. As far as convergence goes, we were green the entire day. I don't think it ever flipped gray. And there's only been a couple times where I've actually seen that these convergence bars never flipped. And what I mean by that is, remember, convergence is the strength over the price action relative to the flow data. So price action was bullish and it never flipped. It never moved contrary to how flow was saying. So green means up, green means bullish, green means calls were above, and the strength of that trend was definitely up. So that was also a good thing and also a bad thing. If we go over here to the Discord, I like noting all of the things that happen throughout the day. When the data comes in, I like to jot down my notes and my thought process as this data comes out. It helps me and it helps you guys as well, which is why I'm going to continue doing that on Discord for all of you. So at the very beginning of the day, 6:35, 6:30 is when the market opens. Remember, in my weekly watch list, I put that 469 and 470 are big aggregate positive GEX levels, which means that those should be resistance points. But in fact, we did break through those levels and we came back and retested it. So, excuse me, if we do move on a little bit throughout the day here, you can kind of see where things got a little bit shaky in my my analysis here. You can see about 30 minutes after the market opened, calls were dropping here. So I thought that we were going to get a little bit more of a pullback, in which we didn't. We just kind of call flow started to go right back up at 7:10 a.m. And then that's kind of when we were at this 470 level. You can see that if I blew this up a little bit, we rejected that 470 level up here. And then we came back down and retested EMAs, and then we broke back above it in a little bit here. You can see that I put another retest of that 470 level. Now, in my mind, today, I thought that we were going to reject that level, and calls were still going up at the time. So I thought we were going to reject that level, come back down to about 469, and then we could have got an entry on calls, especially if flow continued to look like this. It's very, very bullish. And one thing that also threw me off a little bit was this 467 GEX level. So something to pay attention to learn from the data from today is I always look at flow first and then convergence, and then I set my price targets relative to what the GEX is saying. So even though this big 467 level was negative, we never went down to retest that level. We never went down towards that level just because flow was super bullish. So that's something to learn from today's price action. You can see that as each post continues, you can see that call flow kept going up. And then in this case, we did break above that 470 level. Now, in my mind, I should have been like, okay, we broke that 470 level. That was a huge aggregate GEX level that we did break. Now, if we break above it, we come back down and retest it, we should enter calls at that 470 level. Now, in my mind, I was so caught up on that negative 467, I didn't really think about that. I also wanted a deeper pullback going below 470 level in order to get calls because of how bullish flow was. And we never got that. We just continued up on the trend. So that was a mistake on my part. You can see that calls just keep going up and up and up right here. And then this is when we kind of broke above that 470 level and we came back down and retested it. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I posted another chart of it. Yeah, I didn't, but you can kind of see on this chart over here what happened during that exact moment. So right here is the 470 level, this yellow line here. We broke above it, we came back down and retested it almost on the penny. Now I thought we were going to get a bigger pullback. What I was looking for in market net flow here was a pullback below 470. This was about the time that I was talking. I was looking for a pullback deeper below 470, get gray convergence, and then hop back in on green convergence because of how bullish flow was. But we never got that. We just pretty much ripped right through it. We did have, that was the only opportunity I felt like there was a good opportunity to get in on calls for the day, was that pullback to that 470 level and then rip right through it. So a couple of things that I was looking at there, those were the couple of things that I looked at for the whole day there. I did miss calls, sadly, but you know, it happens sometimes. But yeah, overall, the market net flow and convergence tools did a very, very good job today. And then also GEX kind of made up for the 470 the 467 level here. You could see this blue line, it was negative for most of the day. It never moved. At market open, that's pretty much when it went negative, and then it never moved. So in my mind, if there's no movement in that GEX level, I always move on to the next one. So later on in the day, you could see that 474 and 475 started to turn down. So GEX definitely made up for its little mishap in the morning. But overall, convergence did a very, very good job. That was the entry point on 470, the pullback that I really wanted, but we never got it. So you hardly ever see convergence days like this being all green the entire day. You usually see minor pullbacks or at least some consolidation or weakness in the market. So this was a rare occurrence on when fighting the trend was a bad idea, and any pullbacks or pretty much any selling of any sort in the market was just instantly bought up, and you could see that with the strength of the convergence bars here. But yeah, guys, that's a little recap of what happened today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you want more of these videos, these daily recaps or so, because I definitely will make them. It makes me be more confident in my trades, as well as reviewing the data and stuff. Definitely gets my my Jones going for the next day or so. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all in the next one.